struggled without his presence. The question now is, can they recover?
Hey, you can watch me now. What's up, YouTube? Back at it again with another video. Man, I'm just playing my career.
To make the playoff.
At this point of the season, the link that the NBA schedule really starts to impact rookies. Off that rookie wall. When you were a rookie, did you hit that ball? Did you feel that wall?
Yeah, I did. I remember a West Coast trip in January on the West Coast playing the Lakers. It just feels like your legs are moving in mud. I mean, no matter what you do, the proper rest, icing, massages, you never could get traction. And then all of a sudden, in about 2 or 3 more weeks, you start to feel better.
And checking out Utah's opening lineup, Ingles at small forward with Favors at the 4. Ricky Rubio is out there with Mitchell. And it's Gobert in at the 5, roaming the paint. And it's the Warriors' ball. It's a 3-point game. They are coming off that win against Atlanta.
And I know the defense wasn't great, but yet still the ability to stay composed was impressive.
When things come too easy, it's easy to lose focus. But they held each other accountable and played hard.
We're about 1 minute into the first. Favors with the screen. And Rubio kicks to Ingles. Favors sets the pick for Ingles. Lets the 3 fly. It's up and it's off the mark. He's 0 for 1. Here's the kid. He had 34 points in the win against Atlanta. And McGee kicks to Curry. 6 to shoot. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in. Curry's got his first bucket of the night.
The defense did their best job on that play, but Stephen Curry is at a whole nother level.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Right now, you just need a bump to get some momentum.
Now, here's Rubio. 12 points his last outing. Poked away. And now Curry running the floor all by himself. And the jam by Steph Curry.
Stephen Curry on the defensive end with the nice steal and the beautiful finish.
And that replay presented by Under Armour showing us the fantastic steal that led to that fast break finish. Another unleashed chaos moment. Now here's Favors. Gobert with a screen. And he was...
And the summer...
He gets the 3-second call. The Warriors have gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game.
When you watch the Warriors play, their offense is a work of art. There's so much player movement and passing, it's impossible to cover. And the shooting they have, it just puts it over the top.
Now, here's Rubio, following the shot by Kevin Durant. Rubio dishes to Ingles. He feeds it to Favors. Stolen by McGee. And it's Durant. That time on the assist by McGee.
I mean, running the court with the speed of a guard. Hard to keep up with Durant once he gets out in the open floor.
Mitchell kicks to Gobert. Rubio outside. Back to Gobert. Just 5 on the clock. Rubio, the pass to Gobert. From deep Ingles. And the rebound goes to the Warriors.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
And the Jazz last season making the playoffs for the first time, Steve, in 5 years.
You know, ownership showing the patience to build this team back to contention. The front office, part of the San Antonio Spurs tree, drafting well and developing their young players.
And the Warriors making a change here. Thompson's checked in. Utah also making some changes. Joe Johnson, he's checked in for Favors. Cephalosha comes in for Joe Ingles, and it's Burks in for Mitchell. Timeout is called, first of the game for the Jazz. couldn't put the pieces together, losing that last matchup with San Antonio.
And that can happen on the road. You can get a little bit tight, and often it really shows itself at the free throw line.
And as a visiting team, you're already behind the 8-ball. Can't afford to give up opportunities like that.
Now, here's Rubio. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. Shots good from the kid.
You know, when you saw this team on paper at the beginning of the season, you had a feeling they'd have a good shot at making a run. The addition of DJ, I think, just put this team over the top, and they have to be viewed now, I think, as a contender.
After the made shot from the kid.
Yeah, that made me lay it up.
Here's Cephalosha, and the jam by Cephalosha.
And that ends the frustration. They've been ice cold to start this.
Yeah, their first bucket of the night. You can hear the collective sigh of relief.
Here's the kid. He has 6. It's stolen by
Oh,
Gobert.
my God.
To the paint. It's deflected. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2.
Really the right play defensively. If you can't block, force them to the line.
The Jazz shooting their initial free throws of the game right here. And the Warriors with some changes. Pachulia, he's checked in for JaVale McGee. Iguodala comes in for Kevin Durant. And Wells is subbed in for Steph Curry. And Utah also making a switch. Udo's checked in for Gobert. Shoots from 12. It's stolen by Udo. And oh, here we go. Burke's got it. A fast break chance.
And he runs the floor with a purpose that time. Excellent play.
You know what? And a late reaction by the transition D. Takes it himself uncontested.
Iguodala with it. Guarded now by Rubio. Iguodala's drive. Great D that time from Johnson. Jazz trail by 6. Burks dishes to Rubio. And here's Cephalosha for 3. That's good. It's Rubio with the assist. Cephalosha's got 7.
Well, this here is a game. Good run to close the gap.
Well, they knew they weren't just going to be given this game. They had to go out and take it. And they're close.
And good that time. And here's Burks. He's a good contributor to his team, averaging about 10.5 points a game. He kicks it to Udo. 35 seconds left to play in the first. Here's Rubio. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
Under heavy fire, Rubio keeps his cool, finds a way to score.
Wells kicks to Iguodala. Passes it to the kid. And it's stolen by Ricky Rubio. In transition, here come the Jazz. Expanding his range. The shot comes out. Here's the kid. And the bucket counts. 3-point chance here.
He has great instincts on the offensive end. He's tough to contain.
Both teams deciding to change it up. And this is his second trip to the line in the game.
Numbers this year at the line below 70, so when he's getting to the line, not nearly as effective as you'd like.
And so the first quarter is in the books. Warriors lead by 5. It's the NBA on 2K Sports from Oracle Arena in Oakland, California. And Kevin Durant, always in the gym, always working.
Comes from me being 8 years old. Just saying I wanted to be the best player. You know, first off, at 8 years old, you want to be the best player.
And the Warriors with a completely new 5 on the floor.
Awesome look from Stephen Curry. Outstanding at distributing the basketball.
Here's Rubio. His scoring average sitting at 15 points a game right now. That's a pretty sizable contribution. Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sideline.
Kevin Durant is a unique player. LeBron James said he's a 7-footer with 6-foot ball handling skills, jump shot, and athleticism. It's never been done in our league. Never had a guy that's 7 foot and can do all that, so it sets him apart. Kevin, I'm 6 feet tall. I can broadcast.
You can. And you can write. And by the way, you're in the Hall of Fame. D.A., thank you.
And Ricky Rubio, you know, known mostly for his ability to pass it and create opportunities for teammates, but You know, I think he's an underrated defender at that point guard spot, and maybe he doesn't get the credit he deserves defensively. It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Jazz trail by 16. Mitchell passes to Rubio. The dish to Ingles. Nice ball movement by Utah. And Gobert kicks to Favors. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Utah needs to get off a shot here. And it's Mitchell missing. And Greg, for Rubio, his defense is something that isn't talked about, but is certainly present all the time.
Yeah, I mean, he's smart, fast, he moves his feet well, and has terrific anticipation with his hands. Great playing both on and off the ball, and just aware of his spacing and a player's tendencies.
Klay Thompson, he's checked in for JaVale McGee. And a switcher also for Utah. Joe Johnson, he's checked in for Joe Ingles. The drive by Rubio. Johnson outside. The pass to Favors. Here's Mitchell. 17 points for him last game against the Spurs in San Antonio. Down it goes. His third basket. He's now 3 for 4.
And he has really come to life here after a slow start in that first quarter.
Pass to the kid. Puts up a 3 from 15 feet away. And it hung on the rim, but wouldn't fall for him. Mitchell dishes to Rubio. Pass to Johnson. The feed now to Favors. Gobert, the screen. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. It's on Kevin Durant.
You know, Derek Favors has played alongside a lot of different type of centers. That's why he's worked so hard to add a jump shot, so it's not all clogged up in the middle.
Burks, he's checked in for Ricky Rubio. And Steve, when you look at Favors, if you had to pick, do you play him at power forward or do you play him at the 5? You play him at the center?
I think in the old days you play him at the power forward position, but I think right now, nowadays, he's maybe a shade better at the center spot. It's close. You could argue either way.
Basket is good, and he'll get a chance for one more at the free throw line.
Man, he's having quite the quarter, converting at a really high percentage.
So far in the game, he's 0 of 2 at the line.
Not the best statistic for him in terms of his performance at the line. Very low numbers.
Passes to the kid. Outside Curry. And the wide open shot from Green. Misses the 3. Burks. Shot off that time. And so it's a goal. All right, David, thank you. And stay with us, folks. We'll be back. Welcome back, everybody. Third quarter just about to get going here in what has been so far a runaway game. You got to like what the kid has done in this game.
And I love the game plan in that first half. They really valued each possession.
You know what? It's hard to do. Staying focused and disciplined with your approach.
So on the floor for Utah, the tough defending Favors and Gobert make up the big men. Ricky Rubio is out there with Mitchell, and it's Ingles in at the 3 slot. Mitchell kicks to Gobert. Rubio outside. Shoots over Curry. Rubio misses.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
That one good for 2. And the Warriors lead by 19.
Green is just a bulldog on the offensive glass. So great at reading misses and getting second chances.
Smitty, we've seen our share of dominant teams in the past. The big 3 in Boston, Miami, of course, with LeBron, KD joining the Warriors. You played against a lot of
Detroit. I mean, the foul into those guys. But I think from a sheer talent, it was the Chicago Bulls. They were the first team, especially not my era, won 72 games. They would come in and just steamroll you with their offense, with their defense, and their execution. So those 2 teams were the 2 teams I would think most intimidating.
On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. Well, the kid in his last game against the Hawks was all business. He scored 34 points, and he was on target from everywhere, hitting from deep as well as making his free throws. That outing from him helped assure the win and enabled his team continuing its win streak. It will be interesting to see if the momentum carries on here tonight, Kevin.
Thanks, David, for another reminder of just what an unbelievable performance that was.
One that everyone's still talking about tonight. He dominated that game in just about every way possible.
I'm so excited. I can't wait to see what he's got in store for us tonight. Maybe he tops himself again. I think he just might do it.
And he pulls off the Houdini to make that catch and slam it through.
Stupendous alley-oop. And the replay presented by Under Armour. Unleash chaos, giving us the chance to enjoy that alley-oop all over again. Ball's knocked loose. Now the Warriors moving it up. Curry leading the charge.
Quick hands on the steal and then just mad hops on the slam.
Great sequence for them defensively and offensively.
Terrific defensive instincts to come away with that one, and he showed no hesitation in how he completed that transition opportunity.
Gobert the screen. Jerebko kicks to Ingles. 5 on the clock. Here's Mitchell. It's deflected.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
McGee. And, there's a whistle. He was going up for a layup, and while it looked like there was some contact, I wasn't sure they were going to call it a foul shot or not, but sure enough they have. So he'll head to the free throw line. And this is his first trip to the line tonight. Catching up on the changes for Golden State. Bell is checked in for Draymond Green. Iguodala comes in for Kevin Durant. And Wells is subbed in for Curry. Then for the Jazz, Udo's checked in for Gobert. Cephalosha comes in for Joe Ingles. And Alec Burks subbed in for Mitchell. And Utah Jazz head coach Quinn Snyder was an outstanding basketball player in his own right.
Well, yeah, he was an All-American point guard in high school. His high school team, Mercer Island, was ranked #1 in the country. He got at Duke to 3 Final Fours. He didn't play pro basketball, but he got his law degree, his business degree, and he went into coaching.
The kid, he hits the back iron and sinks the shot. The kid's got 22.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
And Rubio kicks to Udo. Nice ball movement by Utah. Feeds it to Burks. Up top, Rubio. Up that time, not on target. And Golden State will come the other way. Last time they met was in Utah, where they beat the Jazz.
And the last time these teams met, it was a walk in the park, and everybody got in on the act. Their bench was spectacular in that win.
And you can be sure they will be counting on their reserves to step up again in a big way.
Cephalosha kicks to Burks. Dishes it to Rubio. Puts up a 3. Out of bounds. Golden State takes possession. And a moment now to look at the year-to-year scoring output and how it has been trending for Curry.
And maybe it's shocking, maybe not too shocking, but the scoring trend over the last few years has been going down a bit. I'm sure it's something he's well aware of, and we'll see if that continues to be the case.
1:29 left in the third quarter. Here's Golden State. They're on a 19-7 run. Wells passes to Iguodala. Kicks it to Bell. He dishes it to Wells. McGee a screen. Here's Iguodala. And the rejection by Udo. Now Cephalosha. He has 7. Burks with it. And it's Iguodala picking him up. Cephalosha kicks to Burks. Another miss by Utah. Warriors have gotten 8 of their 11 shots to drop since the break. A great third quarter for them offensively. It's Bell on the wing. Here's the kid, covered by Rubio. And he'll shoot free throws here. Clearly fouled on that shot that time. The whistle blowing.
And with the Warriors, their ability to score in bunches really is unmatched throughout the league. They'll be going along with the team, and then all of a sudden they have that 20-point lead in like 3 minutes. It can happen so fast that I think at times the other teams are shell-shocked.
And talking about the Warriors and their ability to build a lead very quickly, the shooting they have, Greg, is a very big part of how they can just bury a team.
It is. They're shooting, especially from deep, but also their defense. One kind of feeds the other in terms of how they can steamroll. Oh, that apple way up there. And how about just floating to the rim on that slam?
Boy, when he gets up, I mean, he gets up. Utah's gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. 16 seconds left in the game. Johnson with it. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. 4 on the clock, and it's out of bounds. Utah able to retain possession here.
Now in the lineup for the Jazz, Raul Neto.
Shot clock at 2. Here's Neto. Another miss by Utah. And as we conclude the third quarter, pretty much a blowout. It's been a one-sided affair. The Warriors on top, running away with this one. And we're just moments away from the start of the fourth quarter. Stay with us. And a moment ago inside the huddle with head coach Steve Kerr.
Move it to the next guy. Drive and kick. Let it come out in the wash, all right?
And Steve Kerr asking his guy. Set some changes here for the Warriors. Andre Iguodala is checked in for Thompson. And it's the kid in for Wells. So Utah going with an almost entirely new group here. Gobert, he's checked in for Yuta. Joe Ingles comes in for O'Neal. Thabo Sefolosha has checked in for Dante Exum. And Alec Burks subbed in for Raul Neto. They've got Bell. Livingston is out there with the kid. Then there's Pachulia. And it's Iguodala in at the small forward. So that's the group out there for Golden State. Gobert with a screen for Ingles. Pachulia with the steal. In the corner, Iguodala with it. Gobert pulls it in. Gobert's got his 5th rebound in this one. Burks kicks to Gobert. Gobert the screen. Ingles with the ball. And it's Iguodala picking him up. Clock at 6. Lets it go from deep. Utah with a fresh 24. Gobert drops it in from 11 feet.
Gobert using that 7'1" frame well on the glass, utilizing his size.
The kid passes to Livingston. Julia, good.
Yeah, I love the communication and the chemistry between those teammates.
Jazz have gone 6 of 9 on their field goal attempts since the start of the quarter. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Johnson against Bell. The dish to Sefolosha. Just 5 to shoot. Lays it up off the glass. Here's the kid. 1:35 left in the fourth quarter. Well, and each player has their strengths and their weaknesses, Smitty. When you played, what did you feel was your greatest strength as a player? And maybe the one area that held you back a little bit.
I think basketball IQ, being able to shoot the basketball, versatility. And then I think the one thing that held me back, I wish I was more athletic. I really wish I could jump, Kevin, high like a lot of these guys, because I think that gives you an advantage if you have both the IQ, the versatility, and athleticism.
And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher. And Smitty, you were able to play a couple seasons with Steve Kerr when you were both in San Antonio. What was your time together like there? How do you think he's been influenced by his San Antonio time?
Well, it's a great time. He's a great teammate. I think he's been influenced by Popovich's attention to details. Both are very measured to their approach to things, but the one thing you have to really say that you really link those two together, they are funny, funny, funny.
And Utah making a change here. Udo's checked in for Johnson. Urebko comes in for Joe Ingles. Dante Exum, he's checked in for Cephalosha. And Raul Neto subbed in for Burks.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for the Warriors.
As one-sided as it gets today, you know, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, it's hard to think of what didn't go right for them. Game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was just on target.
And you have to love the effort this team plays with night in and night out, win after win this year, and they have earned it. Tonight will make it 62 wins on the year for them.
And once they polish off this win, they'll be one more victory away from sweeping the season series.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for the kid.
What you like about his approach at the offensive end today, once he got into a rhythm, he stayed focused. That's why the points just kept coming.
Gobert, the screen. Inside. Neto with the bucket.
A tall guard who can see over the defense. Exum with no trouble locating the open teammate.
The kid. Yep, it's good.
Oh.
So we see the Warriors taking the game here. This game may not have been the most exciting we've ever seen, but you have to appreciate just what a clinical performance they put on.
I know their fans. Stretches of excellent defense. Potency from an offensive standpoint as well. They were pretty much dominant.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Greg Anthony, Steve Smith, and David Alton, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. And we'll see you next time.
DJ, fantastic game.
Thanks.
Listen, Kevin and the guys want to talk to you back at the studio. Right this way.
Let's do it.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Shaquille O'Neal to my right, Kenny the Jet Smith on my left, right here in the middle, I'm Ernie Johnson. And a chance now to head down to the locker room for our postgame interview. Hey, it's Jay. You were just lighting it up on the offensive end. Were you looking for your shot out there or just playing within the offense?
I never did that phrase. Looking for your shot. Everyone out there is looking for their shot. You can't score unless you have the ball. So I guess in that sense, I was looking for my shot. But I try to play the same game that I always do.
Alright, that's all I'm gonna do. So like, comment, and subscribe. I'ma have another video coming up. So look. I'm gonna make videos on Fortnite too, so yeah, there's videos coming up real soon. Like I said, like, comment, and subscribe. Peace.